Peace.
We have a gift for you. Happy Media Day.
Thank you. Happy Media Day, you guys. I may be a tiny horse, but I believe in you. Keep going. You got this. What a welcome back.
Yes, and then other side, same thing. There and there. He's a pro. Do it again. Do it just like okay. Just like
Do the same picture. Is that number one picture right here?
Yeah, right here. Here we go.
Do we have to hold the ones?
Yeah,
or is
the
it
one up. The one up is fine.
picture?
All right, here we go. Here we go. 1 and 2, 3 and 4. All right, I got that.
It's the future right here, y'all. You retired again. Do we have to hold the ones?
Yeah,
or is
the
it
one up. The one up is
number
fine.
picture?
All right, here we go. Here we go. 1 and 2, 3 and 4. All right.
Man. You good, dog?
It's
crazy in the back of my neck, too.
There we go. Here we go. Here we go. Right here. Big smiles on the chin.
Yes, I do remember my first media day. No swag, just a beard, or not even a beard, just a mustache, no beard, just straight mustache. 19-year-old, just trying to sound a lot more mature than what I was. And now I'm watching Cooper go through his first media day, and a few of our young guys. I'm proud of them. Let them know, hey, we coming this season.
I don't think that was so much of a prank, but they told me to shake. They told me to shake everybody in Cornrow's hands. That was the prank. Trust me, I would love to hug a few of you. A few of you probably air hug and stuff.
Do a high five on 3.
That's it. That was a prank. Trust me, I would love to hug a few of you. A few of you probably air
How about
hug and
everybody do a
stuff.
high five on 3?
That's it. How you guys doing? You alright? Good. Should we get the J Kid news out of the way first?
Sure.
Yeah, I'm right on schedule, guys. There's consistency here. I'm right on schedule, okay? Appreciate you.
What does that recovery process look like for you?
It's been up and down emotionally, just because of the good days where you make progress, and then some other days where you want to push your body to the limit, but you can. And I was dealing with some of that, but it's been a great journey thus far. Connecting with others who have torn their ACL or dealt with traumatic injuries and are on their healing journey. We saw a few star players get hurt this year. That meant a lot to their team that are dealing with injuries or season-ending injuries, and just always praying for each other, always bigging up each other, always showing what our progress is. And I think all of us are trying to legitimately prove that we're like alien-like and we can heal, like Wolverine, sort of say. And for me, my advice, the best advice I got is just take your time. No timeline is going to be perfect. Don't compare it to anyone else, and just enjoy the process. So that's what I've been doing.
Kyrie, do you have an anticipated timeline, like a goal in terms of a timeline? Or?
No, I didn't even approach it like that once I got injured. Obviously everyone has their own timeline in terms of doctors coming on, giving their expert opinion. Analysts are going to do their thing as well, which I respect. I think for me, it was about going internal, figuring out what I can do to push myself to get where I need to be, and I've made that statement clear that I'm trying to be better than where I was, which is, it's a hard task, you know what I mean? I felt like I was in a great rhythm before I got injured. I felt like I was able to play 40-plus minutes a night, no problem. Was able to get up every rising, still have that love and that hunger in my belly, no matter what the season record said. So it's more of the mental approach I'm trying to get back to, and then physically I feel like my talent, my skill will catch up over time as I continue to play against the best players in the world. So I'm grateful that I have good teammates and also good coaching staff that's being patient with me, and also our medical staff has been giving me supreme advice just to enjoy this, like I've been saying, and then also just don't pay attention to putting yourself in a position where you're putting a date out there, and then everyone's kind of like, okay, and then you don't make that date, and then what happens? And then I'm in here asking, answering questions. It was a pushback, so I'd rather just let it be where it is and just play it every day and just push to the limit as much as I can and push myself.
What advice would you give Cooper?
Who's that? Oh, he asked a question. I'll come right to you in a second. Okay, brother.
Yeah, I know it's our first time talking to you since, but could you take us back
goodness, man, you asked me to do that now? I feel like I've gotten past that moment, just being able to even watch it without the fear of the hurt that comes from it. It's just watching it happen, that play. At first it was tough, and then maybe after a week it lessened in terms of just a heartbreak. Where we were in the season was not ideal. We obviously were dealing with a very public trade, news around us, surrounding us all the time. A lot of people wanted to see us fail, and that's always going to come with the business. But I think for me, I felt like it was just compounding after I got hurt, where all the pressure started to mount on my shoulders, and I started to feel the burden of, okay, what's next? I'm coming into a contract year as well, or an extension, renegotiating with the team. Like, where does this leave me? I felt like I was at this value, and it wasn't just numerically, it was just, naturally where I was playing. I felt I was top 15 in the world, and there's no doubt about it, and I was showing up every night. So being at that level and then having to go into negotiations, that's not the ideal position you want to be in, but I took it in stride. Grateful I have my stepmom, Shatalia, being my agent. She's helped out a lot in terms of communication. And also, she allows me to build the contract that way I see fit. And obviously a lot of people were looking at the number that I was at, or I should have been at, which is, of course, that's open for criticism, but I'm grateful I did what I did, because now we have the team in the depth. And I didn't mind sitting down and allowing others to put themselves in position to lead the team until I was ready to come back. And I think that's what I've learned over the last few years, is being able to sacrifice. As we all say, let's get all your money, but if you sacrifice a little bit of money, you can have the greatest team or the best team in the league, or be up there competing as a contender. I'd rather that than everything being on my shoulders, or AD's shoulders, or Cooper's shoulders. So I'm grateful that we put this team together, and shout out to Nico and J Kidd and everybody that was involved this summer. So it was good to go from being heartbroken, getting injured, tearing my ACL, into now I'm getting ready to negotiate a contract, and now I'm the best team in the world. So I'm grateful.
Kai, not to highlight your tenure in the NBA, but when you started, social media wasn't as prevalent, and you've lately been able to build a new audience with your Twitch streams. How has that been kind of connecting with your fans in a different way?
It's been amazing. You're absolutely right. I definitely grew up in a span. A lot of us grew up in where the internet and content was digested a little bit differently. Connecting with your audience was on a 100-inch screen, big screens. People used to go places to go watch the games, and I grew up on TV with a large generation youth where they've been following me ever since. Now we have highlights on a 10-inch screen that everyone downloads, and that's basketball now. It's like, we had our commissioner come out and say that it was a highlight league, which I think, naturally everybody was like, what is he talking about? But it has become more fast-paced highlights, fast-paced, digestible basketball content, going viral, having the highlight play of the night, instead of it being, I'm sitting at home. In comparison, when I grew up watching the NBA, I'm watching it with my dad, and we're watching specific games to watch the best players in the world, because they're making moves that I can take into my game and I can learn. And I didn't have DVR just yet, so obviously we had to record it and then watch it back. But the difference now is connecting to people direct is just as important as being online. Being engaged with your community, who you're growing with, going direct to consumer, as people like to say. It's important to have that ability to connect with people who really love you for you, and want to support everything that you're doing, and want to see your brand grow, and are into the things that you're into, but also will challenge you to become better as an artist and creator and as a leader. So it's been great to develop the Twitch community on on social other social channels, to be able to authenticate my voice and honestly speak about the things I want to. I did a stream last night. I don't know if anybody was watching, but I was like, I might as well do my own little media day before. But it was just me connecting, catching everybody up, praying for everybody. There's a lot going on in the world, so I'm always empathetic to that.
Kyrie, what are your thoughts on D'Angelo Russell, and how well you think he'll be able to hold down the point guard position until you return?
I think D'Lo will be fine alongside all the other point guards. Guys in here, be patient with them. Okay, we have guys competing for spots, which is a great thing in our competitive space, but also it makes things challenging to make decisions as a coach. And we have some talented point guards who are going to put their best foot forward, and I'm looking forward to camp. All these guys pushing each other, and whoever comes out of that as our starting point guard will, and I'll be having my full support. And whenever I'm able to practice and get cleared for more 5-on-5 play and get integrated. But I'm excited about where we are. It gives guys a chance to establish a role that they created themselves and also that they've earned, and they can earn the respect of their teammates too by their habits every single day without me being in the building. So I know what I bring to the table, pedigree and integrity-wise, as a professional. One of the oldest on the team now. I think I am the oldest with the most experience, which is crazy, guys. I'm telling you, I'm gonna leave this press conference and be like, I can't believe I'm the oldest on the team experience-wise. I've been dreaming of this day, and now that it's here, it's crazy. It's mind-boggling. But yeah, it feels good.
Kyrie, can you just talk about, of course, going to Canada for training camp and also with the All-Star game, going to a USA versus World format, and just your thoughts about that?
I'm excited to go to Vancouver, get over there, build with our international community, a lot of our brothers and sisters that love the sport of basketball, that love the Dallas Mavericks, love me and what I'm building, and also just want to connect in a deeper level outside the game. So a lot of fans out there, a lot of basketball enthusiasts, and I'm excited to get there. And then in terms of the USA versus World, I feel like I think this idea has been baking for a while. The top 5 players ranked by whoever was international players. Just letting you know that we all pay attention to that as pros. Some of us a little bit emotionalized a little bit more. But we are paying attention, and I think it makes the league a lot better in terms of representing your country, and then also you have American-born players who are representing their teams and where they come from. So I think it's a great chance for us to build our international community and allow others to be at the forefront of the All-Star game. Ideally in comparison to the past where it's been more American-born, or we've had a few foreign-born players where they take majority of the votes and it's 1 or 2 of them like Dirk or Yao. And, these guys are legends in their right, and I think I don't think they would have minded going against the USA pros. So it'd be good.
Hey, Kyrie.
Time for one more.
Hey, Kyrie.
Did you think about your basketball mortality when you were rehabbing and kind of coming through your injury? You start thinking about your mortality.
What are you getting at? Go ahead. No, I know. Go ahead. It's okay.
At some point,
Yes.
hanging up the kid.
Yeah. So it comes to my mind as a little bit more often than you would think. My journey for the last few years, fallen. I don't think I ever fell out of love with the game. I think I just fell out of love with some of the characters that I was, including myself, just playing a role instead of being a human in this space. Sometimes the inhumanness gets to me in terms of how we're responsible to do, a lot. And I'm not complaining about my job at all. It's just gonna be a lot when you're dealing with life and trying to balance basketball. There are priorities that take precedent over top of basketball, and some people understand that, some people don't, which is okay. But I was saying it the other day in terms of my mortality. It's like I have to be pretty crazy and maniacal to keep coming back after knee surgery after knee surgery. It's my 4th one. I don't take that for granted. So I know that there's going to be a time where I'm going to have to look myself in the mirror and be honest. Now is not that time. And it's a few years away. Guys. I'm at least trying to be some of my predecessors in terms of how long they played, whether it be 18, 19, 20 years, and have my name immortalized in there just to be able to be an example of a guy that continued to get better and fell in line with some of the guys that came before him as well. NBA history is very important to me. It's been shaped by a lot of different individuals. A lot of great people have done great things on the court and then also off the court. So I just try to follow that kind of brick road, as they say, and enjoy the fruits of the labor while also working on a retirement plan while I'm actively playing. That's probably something I can be honest with. Of tearing my ACL gave me a chance to work on my retirement plan post basketball, which I didn't really have a chance to do. I hadn't thought about it seriously. I was considering it. The veterans were coming to me and telling me you need to be thinking about this, and it's not that you're getting ready for retirement, it's just preparing for what is your life going to look outside the game. And that's why you saw me active on Twitch. That's why you saw me traveling around the world, going to different places, had a fashion show in New York Fashion Week as well. So I take those things serious, like my passions outside the game, and I try to develop them. But at the same time, I know that I am singularly focused on winning championships and being the best that I could be and putting my best foot forward for not only the team, but for our fans and our community. Appreciate you.
Thank you, Kyrie.
You guys be well.
Thank you.
The journey is always a reward. This is my quinceañera here, too, if you guys want to go dancing this year.